So, guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel, Elijah Enjoy. Today is on the 7th of November. Welcome back to our Fun Friday, where we share things and we talk about motivation. But remember, for those of us who are yet to subscribe to this channel, Elijah Enjoy, and I'll be welcoming you to share your comments. And when you feel like giving up, you should always remember this. So, today I'm going to talk about motivation, discipline versus motivation, and we'll see why motivation fades but habits sustain. Um, have you ever felt unstoppable one day and completely empty or now the next day? One moment you're full of energy, you are ready to conquer and achieve your goals, and the next one, you can't even find the strength to get out of bed. That's motivation. It's so powerful, but it doesn't last. So, motivation is like the spark that starts a fire. It feels good, it's exciting, it's warm, but a spark doesn't last long. And when the wind blows, it fades. Motivation can fade. So, on the other hand, self-discipline or discipline is what keeps that fire burning, and the desire to continue working on something even when that spark is gone. Discipline is long term. Motivation can be short term or perhaps long term. Um we all have the feeling of being motivated, being in high spirits, that rush to get you after that you get after maybe watching or listening to music, watching an inspiring video, or maybe listening to somebody tell you that you can do it. But there is a truth that most of the people don't usually tell you, that as you're working on a project or maybe on something, you won't always feel motivated. Sometimes you feel like you want to give up. Sometimes you feel like the financial requirements are so high. There's no time. You don't have enough motivation from your colleagues or from your partners, from your friends, or maybe from your employees. In fact, most are the days that you won't be motivated, and that's when discipline jets in. For instance, discipline is like waking up to go for that run when you have a choice of staying in bed. It's that option of studying on something even when your friends are out, and it's also working, can also be compared to working on your dreams quietly even when there is nobody who is clapping for you. It's working on a project, on something that you want to achieve even when there is nobody cheering you. So motivation is also very important because it gets you started, but it doesn't keep you going. So discipline is what keeps you going. Very important. Um, Most of the times we are not motivated, and motivation is how do you feel, or discipline is what you is about what you do, what you want to do, no matter how you feel. Even if you feel demotivated, discipline gives you the urge to work. It gives you the urge to take action. And that's the secret to success, discipline. Because if you take a look at most of the successful people, they aren't always motivated. They are draining with maybe issues to do with liquidity. They have huge loans to cover. They have debts to pay. They are not always motivated, but they've just trained themselves to show up even when they feel like, even when they are not motivated. But they just have to show up and take action. Think about it. You don't brush your teeth because you are motivated every morning to do so, but you do so because it's a habit and it's a part of who you are. It's healthy. So, on the other hand, your dreams or maybe your aspirations require the same energy. Um, they need to have a structure. You need to have a routine and maybe implement the issue of consistency. These small baby steps. You can't rely on feelings, in quotes, motivation, to carry or maybe to carry your success, or maybe to reach you to the level that you feel like you can call it success. But you can rely on discipline, because discipline is a choice that you have to make every single day once you wake up. So the next time you feel like giving up, don't wait to feel motivated, my friend. Don't wait to feel motivated. Just take one small step, one bold step, another one, then add another one. Because these most steps repeated over time create some momentum, and that momentum becomes unstoppable in the long run. So, eh, um, I like the aspect that David Ramsey talks about in his book, Taking Baby Steps. Once you take these baby steps, you become unstoppable. You build up that momentum. Um, maybe, for instance, if you want to maybe roll over a wheel um, in a valley, or maybe a downhill in a hill, that wheel gains momentum as it goes down. Similar case, these baby steps over time build that momentum and they keep you going once you have this aspect that we are calling discipline. Remember, motivation fades, but discipline will carry you when your motivation disappears. Discipline will give you the urge to continue taking action even when you don't feel like, when you're worn out. Just have to show up today, but not because you feel it, but because your goals in mind deserve that. Your goals need you to work. And when you keep showing up, you realize that discipline isn't punishment, but rather it's power. Discipline is power. So, if this message is maybe speaking out to you, please continue subscribing to my channel, continue sharing with somebody who want listen to it, because all that we need is a reminder that we need to keep things going. We need to keep things going. Um, Discipline is very, very, very important in business, in work, or even in your personal development. And it's the power of these small steps that keeps you going even when you feel lost. Um, in most of the cases, we also feel like, have you ever felt like you want to give up? Like, no matter how hard you try to work on something, nothing seems to move forward. You just need to tell yourself, tomorrow I'll try harder. But when tomorrow comes, you still feel stuck. So you are not alone. We all go through such things. But that moment when motivation fades and when you start wondering, is it even worth what I'm doing? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my money? Is it worth risking? That is when you also need motivation and discipline. Motivation can be powerful, but it's not reliable. It's like a wave that comes and goes. Motivation rises high when things feel good, but the moment life gets hard, it crashes. Motivation fades. When things get bad, when there are no finances, when you don't have anything to pay your workers, when you don't have the strength to keep pushing because the actions that you need to undertake demand more and more from you. That's why you can't depend on motivation alone, my brother. Because the truth is, you won't always feel motivated, but you can still keep going. Um, you all need to wake up even when life gets tough. But discipline, um, I can see that discipline can maybe act as a reminder to you because it reminds you why you started in the first place, why you took that bold step to take action and do what you want to do. It gives you a reminder of the goals that you want to achieve. So just think about it like this. If only you moved or did something when you felt motivated, I'm pretty sure that you'd barely move at all. But if you commit to small, consistent actions, even when it's hard, you realize that you got something amazing. You are making progress even when you don't notice that you are making any progress. So, much of the time, when life feels like it's overwhelming and when the road ahead looks so long, when the road ahead doesn't seem straight, you don't need to have everything figured out. Just need to take the next small step. Just take the next small step, keep moving. One step towards your goal. That one small act of courage, that bold step, one simple choice to keep going just for today. Because it's these steps that build habits, these small steps that build strength, and they eventually build the life that you are dreaming about. Um, you can also take it from me. Maybe you can think about it from this perspective. If you think about a mountain, no one climbs a mountain with one leap from the bottom. No one climbs a mountain in one leap. You take one step, you take another, you take another one, and one day when you look back, when you look down, you realize how far you've come. You realize that you've made some strides in maybe the attitude. Your height has gone up, and that's the power of small steps. They might not look much in the moment, but they change everything over time. These goals become big with time. Um, so if you feel lost right now, if you are tired, frustrated, or you feel like you are ready to quit, just remember this. That you don't need a perfect plan. You don't need massive motivation. You just need to move a little bit. Even a little can make tremendous impact in your life. It can make a tremendous impact in your projects, in the work that you're doing. So you just need to show up yourself for today and trust that tomorrow will take care of itself. So we can see that motivation comes, it will come and go, but discipline will keep you steady. Discipline will keep you stable. Um, and in those small steps will lead you out of darkness, one day at a time, one day at a time. So keep walking, keep believing, and never forget that slow progress is still progress. Never forget, slow progress is still slow progress. Um, Slow progress shows that you are making it. Um, because one day these tiny steps that you're taking right now will become the very, very good path that leads you to your dreams. Um, so you need to take those baby steps, keep moving, keep taking action, because without action, you see now results. Um, I think we all need to keep moving, even myself, and I'm keeping moving because I know that's the path that will help me achieve my dreams. As long as you keep moving, as long as you keep going, you are one step closer to your dreams. So thank you guys. Continue subscribing to my channel. This is Fun Friday, and I had this message to speak to you. And if this message is speaking to you right now, please feel free to